Hi internet! So I read Corruption this month and I loved it and I wanted to talk about it. However, I realised I didn't post my Disruption book review. Both are by Jessica Shirvington. It's a duology and these covers. They are so shiny and so gorgeous together. Just everything about these books I love so much. Okay, so a quick synopsis of, I guess, Disruption and the world. About 10 years ago, M Corp brought in M chips, which are a chip that's placed at the base of your skull next with your vertebrae, and that communicates to other technology. So the most common one is an M band, which is now also compulsory. I think that was like 8 years ago. Up until you're 18, you just get the standard, like heart rate, your well-being, communication, pictures, that sort of thing. But when you become of age at 18, you turn on your ferrotech, which shows your hormone levels and pheromones. Now with ferrotech, it also, every person you meet, you get a rating against. If you get a rating lower than 15% 3 times in a row, you are marked as a neg and taken away. I think the highest you can get is 100%, and that is a true match, and that is what everybody wants, like desperately. With this ferrotech, there's a lot of controversy and things aren't what it seems with the M-bands and M-Corp side of things. 2 years ago, Maggie's father was taken away from them and shown as a neg. Maggie doesn't like this because she knew he was never a neg. Stuff happened and she's trying to get him back. And now we're in present day where she is ready to take the final steps and to break any rule to get her father back, and Quentin Mercer is the centre of her plan. Ding 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 ding. I love this book. The second you meet Maggie, she is a, if anything, selfish bitch of a person, but she's also a bamf. So she has blackmailed people, done people over, gone into the tunnels, which no one else seems to have done, and is really dedicated to getting her father back. Quentin Mercer is the son of Garrett Mercer, who is the president of M Corp, or Mercer Corporation. And yeah, so do I need to say why she needs the son to do things that M Corp has control over? But I genuinely love this story. Like, this duology is one of my favourites. Not just because of the pretty covers. I must admit, if anything, the gold of the cover put me off it at first, and then I picked it up and I did. What you can't see is barcodes, and it talks about technology, which made me go, technology and barcodes? I must get this. And then I watched the book trailer for it, which the book trailer isn't that great. It's pretty shit, but I just loved it. Or it just negged at me like, oh, that's right, I have that book. I will go pick it up and read it. I am not sorry that I did. As I said, love this story. Love Jessica Shirvington's writing. So the next book in the series is Corruption, and this finishes it off. I think if you wanted like a really long book, it could have all been one book, but it would have been a really long book. It was all evenly placed and things needed to happen the way they happened, and I want to talk about Corruption, but if you haven't read Disruption, definitely go away, get it. I'm going to talk about Corruption, may have spoilers in it. I'm going to try and not do the spoilers. So, Corruption, we follow Maggie through her story. When we first meet her, she is underground, in the dark, being kept by the Mercer Corporation, and then she's released. And now she has to go on and find Quentin and continue what she started, kind of, because now she knows what happened to her father and she really wants to just take down M Corp in general. And it's awesome, it's really bamfy. I don't know which one I preferred. I listened to this mainly in audiobook form, which was interesting because just the voices, I never thought of their voices being like that, especially Gus, because Gus sounded very nerdy and like that stuffy nose nerd kind of guy, which totally fits. But I don't know, I just love this series. Only thing I hate about it, which could be fixed with hardcover real easy, floppy paperback. But I still love it and it looks so pretty. So my favourite part about Corruption, at least, is the opening quote that most books have. So the quote is, "I'm going to tell you a story about a girl who lost her dad and had her world fall apart. And then I'm going to tell you the story about the woman she became." Quoted by Gus Reynolds. Reynolds? I love that. That makes me want to check disruptions. Ooh, I like disruptions too. I made myself a promise. I would do whatever it took. I'd see things to the end, make it right. Which I guess is Maggie's. But yes, I give it a 5 out of 5 for both. It is probably only like a 4.5, but I'm saying 5. Anyway, so that's my review on, I guess, the series. What did you guys think about it? Did you love it? I loved it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely week. I'll see you next time. Bye. I really wanted to do spoilers on this, but I couldn't talk about the spoilers without jumping around everywhere. So one day, when I have more cohesive thoughts about the series and I can talk about the spoilers without jumping, maybe I'll do it. Probably won't, because I'm terrible at these things.